problem turning on your microphone. And I said, Fumiko, come on. Well, it's in the on spot, which is customarily a positive signal of onness. All right, well, I'll try to stand behind here, but I won't last for very long. Let me see here. Sorry, guys. All right. I guess I'm going to stand behind here, which is going to be basically metaphysically impossible, but that's all right. Well, thank you, Daniel, for that nice introduction. Thanks to all of you for being here. It is a delight to be at the Japan Society. Going to Japan for a few months with my family to study the manga industry under the auspices of the Japan Society was truly one of the things that I will remember the rest of my life. It's really a life-changing experience, and I'm just absolutely grateful for the opportunity. Before I chose the very noble work of writing comic books, I worked in the equally noble profession of writing speeches for politicians. And because of that experience as a speechwriter, people often ask me, Dan, what makes an effective presentation? What makes a good speech? And I've actually thought about that question quite a bit over the years. And I have determined that good speeches, no matter where you are, no matter what your topic is, no matter what country you're in, good speeches, good presentations, everywhere, anywhere, anytime, always have three key ingredients. There are three key elements to any good speech, anywhere, anytime. They are brevity, levity, and repetition. Let me say that one more time. Brevity, levity, and repetition. So I'm going to try to be reasonably brief, make sure we have time for questions. I'm going to try not to be too severe and serious about it all. And in my effort to sort of highlight the main points, I will repeat the important stuff over and over and over and over and over and over again until you want to scream. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to tell you about some things that I learned studying manga in Japan, and basically just two big business lessons that I learned studying manga in Japan. Can we try to find another microphone?
It's being
Okay. I'm sorry. I have a hard time sort of being stationary, and it's hurting me right now. So if you guys you could put a seatbelt here or something. We could strap me in. So I want to tell you about some of the business lessons I learned from manga. Two in particular. One of which I think both of which have implications for media in general. One of which I tried to act on my own. And so I want to give you sort of one of the big takeaway that I had about manga when I got to Japan was that manga occupies a very different role in Japanese society from the role that comics have here in the U.S. Now, in the U.S., comics are essentially for freaks and geeks. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not so much a mass medium. It's very much a medium for younger people, or to some extent for a certain literary crowd. In Japan, and again, those of you who've been to Japan, this is nothing new, but for those of you who haven't been there, those of you who are fans of manga in the U.S., wondering what it's like there, manga is absolutely ubiquitous. It is everywhere. It is unavoidable. It begins with these weekly comic magazines. Look at these things, the size of phone books that are in these towering piles at convenience stores, towering piles everywhere. It goes into bookstores. You see it on the subway. Thank you, Betty. Is this on? All right. Another victory for technology and progress over the forces of cynicism and despair. All right. Now, I feel so much better. All right. So you see, the ubiquity of it is really important here. The ubiquity of manga is essential to understanding its place. So you look at Fumiko had some pictures up there before. You go to a bookstore here in the U.S., you'll have manga and graphic novel sections that might be a big bookshelf or two big bookshelves, which is a heck of a lot more than it was a year or two ago. But in Japan, you'll see entire floors, floor after floor after floor of these